Gene Harris, cooperative member and vice president in charge of pianos on the Jazz Corner party line. Gene, it's nice to have you back in the Twin Cities. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Leigh. It's good to be back, really.
Since you have departed, a second album on the Blue Note label has appeared, and we hope your best effort to date. According to Downbeat magazine, it has a 4-star rating, and you must be pretty proud of that.
I really am, that's right.
That last review that you received, I think John Tinnan of Downbeat did a very unfair job, and I thought I might ask how a musician reacts to a critic's review, especially when it can be as scathing and blistering as John Tinnan can be.
Well, Leigh, to be truthful, I was very surprised and hurt because it was our first album, you know, and I figured that at least we would get a fair shake on it, you know.
Well, just for the sake of the listeners, we might report that that first album sold at the rate of about 250 copies a week while you were appearing here, which far outstrips the record of even Frank Sinatra in the long play field. And
well, thank you, Leigh, and I'm proud to say that it was at one time the bestseller in Blue Note, and I think it still is, you know, for the label we record for now.
If you were working under the most ideal conditions in a recording studio, how would you like to record? What would you like to record?
You mean what tunes?
Well, let's start with songs and themes without giving away any secrets, because I know recording sessions are secrets.
Well, to be truthful, Leigh, I really wouldn't know what to say, because I play like I feel, and the mood that, you know, that I'm in, that's the song that I'll play at that certain time.
Now, when you go into a session for, say, the Blue Note Recording Company,
yes,
do you plan for that session ahead of time?
Well, I'll say maybe 3/4 of the time.
You know all the things that you're going to cut,
Yeah.
but you leave some space on that particular recording.
That's right, in order to ad-lib as we please, you know.
Now, on this last recording, which is called Bottoms Up, which ones were planned and which ones weren't planned?
Well, I did as I pleased on that one. I had already, well, I guess you'd say that I had already planned the session myself, you know, mentally speaking. So I knew just about what I was going to record when I got there.
And out of all the cuttings, from Besame Mucho to Angel Eyes and to Jenny Lou, which one is your favorite?
Well, I like everything we play, Leigh, but I imagine I like Time After Time.
And I think that should give us a choice right now. Let's spin it this way. Jazz Corner Party Line, a call to the three sounds, and let's talk with Andrew Simpkins. Nice to have you back on the stand at Herb's.
Oh, it's good to be back, Leigh.
Well, since you've been here in the Twin Cities, and since you've been traveling, what exciting jazz have you had a chance to hear?
Well, since we were here the last time, we've heard Miles Davis and Oscar Peterson. And actually, those are, I guess, the main two groups that I've had a chance to hear, because most of the time we've been working and, haven't had a chance to get out and hear too many groups ourselves.
What was outstanding to you with regard to Miles Davis's organization?
Well, I guess I would say the individuality of everyone in the group. Although they play very well together and there's a closeness and a close-knitness in the group, yet everyone has their own definite sound, and they don't sound at all alike when they solo. That's what really impressed me about the group.
Did anyone stand out heads and shoulders above the other than Miles Davis?
Well, no, I couldn't say that anyone did, because, like I said, it seems they all have a different type of a thing to say when they do solo, and they're all tops in the way that they play.
How about your view on Oscar Peterson?
Oh, well, that's the epitome of trios as far as I'm concerned.
And, of course, Ray Brown was in the group.
Yes, indeed.
And who was the percussionist?
Ed Thigpen.
And together they make quite a trio.
Very wonderful, very wonderful. I didn't know how I would, take the group at first with the drummer, because I'd been used to listening to him with the guitar.
Herb Ellis.
And Barney Kessel before that, but I was very impressed. You know, you don't even miss it in a way. It's very wonderful.
Actually,
He's
with
doing
a
wonderful
change,
job.
with a change and installing Ed Thigpen behind on the drums, what has happened to the Oscar Peterson trio in contrast to the guitars of Barney Kessel and Herb Ellis?
Well, maybe there might be. Oh, I could say there's something missing, maybe slightly harmonically, with the guitar out. That's you know, about the only thing that I could see. The guitar did add a little more body as far as harmony is concerned.
And a little more color, I imagine.
That's true. But rhythmically, of course, the drums do more for the group. So.
And does it make it more exciting?
I think it does. I really believe it does.
Andrew Simpkins, thanks very much for your views on Miles Davis and the Oscar Peterson trio. It's nice to hear another musician talking about other groups, and your observations are much appreciated.
Thank you very much, Leigh.
On the party line here, a call to Bill Dowdy, a member of the cooperative organization of the Three Sounds. Welcome back to the Twin Cities, Bill.
Thank you, Leigh. How have you been?
Just fine, thank you. What have you been seeing and hearing on the jazz scene since you've been traveling? Anything that stands out that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I had really enjoyed working opposite of Miles Davis down in Atlantic City at the Cotton Club. I thought that was very nice because I got a chance to really hear the group, and Jimmy Cobb was playing so good. So it was just a pleasure to work.
Perhaps you can just describe a little bit of how you appreciate Jimmy Cobb's work.
Well, I appreciate his ability to swing the band and play his accents and things right along. You know, it's just, I imagine playing with Miles would be a big strain. You know, he just come in behind Philly Joe. And Philly Joe, I think, is one of the world's greatest. And Jimmy Cobb, he's sitting right down and he's fitting right in the band, you know, with all that tension. He's still swinging, you know. He's playing with a lot of top musicians, and this is his first, you know, really big job. And as a drummer, I think he's really doing a good job of it, you know.
Actually, we'll consider him one of the new faces in the jazz scene, and it's always quite a formidable challenge to fit into a chair where the giants have been playing.
That's right, and he's doing a good job of it.
Thank you very much, Bill Dowdy, for those observations on drummer Jimmy Cobb and the Miles Davis group.
Thank you, Leigh.